What is up, everybody? This is Kevin and Rudi from Skyrim Stupidities, and Rudi, this is gonna be the second Dishonored video.
What happened to Skyrim?
We're still doing Skyrim, but check this out. This is gonna be the Bone Charm Locations Part 2.
We're gonna be in Distillery District and the Golden Cat. That sounds like a hip disco.
Kind of, yeah, actually.
Celebrate good times.
So this is the first Bone Charm, and it's sustained rage, and this allows your adrenaline to take a bit longer time to cool down. It's actually kind of cool, because adrenaline, that's what allows you to run fast and slash as much as you can to kill enemies.
High performance drugs.
Yeah, kind of. Steroids. So, you see that the Bone Charm is actually in this building across from Griff's shop, and you'll see that there's an assassin in there. But check this out, Rudi. I'm going to show you a little side guide. You like achievements, right, if you're an Xbox player?
Yeah.
Exactly, right? So, if you blink inside this building, you'll see that there's an assassin, and if you assassinate him...
Oh, shit.
Right, he turns into ashes, and you get an achievement called Food Chain, which is killing another assassin.
Interesting.
With an assassination. So, I'm like, alright, Rudi, Dishonored. You can kill someone in so many ways. Now, how am I going to kill this assassin?
Well, if I was you, I would just go up there, use Blink, and just slash the living hell out of him.
So, I was like, I'm going to be a bit more creative than that. Alright, so the Bone Charm's in there. Use the crossbow. Alright, I think I'm going to headshot him, right?
Snipe.
Oh, wait, I accidentally sliced the wall. And instead of that, I alerted him, and he's like, what the hell's going on?
That's another strategy.
Here I am, get me. So then I was like, screw it, I'm just going to go up there and start slashing the beating hell out of him.
Oh, shit.
And then slice his head off with like a watermelon. And then the Weeper comes out, and the Weeper is actually kind of like, think of a zombie.
A zombie, yeah?
Yeah, that's what they call it. It's pretty much someone who's infected with the plague and starts puking out blood.
Oh, beautiful.
So once you have the heart, it'll start pumping like crazy, and you can pick up your first Bone Charm. Now, that was the room we were in, but if you use Blink and you get to this rooftop, you'll be on these pipes, and right over there is the second wall of light. And from here, using your heart, you can see that the Bone Charms, there's one lower and one on top. Now, I wasn't sure where it was exactly, so I got here and I realized when I equipped the heart that it was actually down low.
What does this Bone Charm do?
So what does these Bone Charms do, Rudi? It gives you kind of perks.
No, this one in specific.
This one specifically?
Yes.
So this one is called Throwing Hand, and what this allows you to do is, when you carry stuff, you played it, when you tried Dishonored.
Yeah, when you're throwing bottles.
Yeah, so this allows you to throw the bottle a bit farther, so you have more range, more distance.
So more steroids.
So I've been just killing everybody. I'm not trying to be sneaky, so this unlocks kind of the chaos mode, and you'll see a lot more Weepers in the street.
Oh.
And I just jump, assassinate them, and that's when all the Weepers come going at me, puking blood. And they're actually they're pretty easy to kill because they've got no armor and no weapons. So
well, you know what? Maybe they're just normal people. They just have a really bad hangover. Party hard.
It is done well, right?
Yeah.
So there's a big barricade of wood, and what you gotta do. You gotta start slashing it with your sword.
It reminds me of Black Ops.
And actually, it kind of does.
Zombies.
Yeah. So, and there's Granny Rags, and there's your second Bone Charm.
And she's that chill, She just says, "Oh yeah, take it." Oh shit.
So this is the third out of fifth Bone Charm, and this is called Welcoming Host. And in this game, you can actually possess rats.
Interesting.
So this, if you're in a big heated up battle, you can possess a rat and escape. Now, this Bone Charm is actually in this cell full of Weepers, and you need a key to get in, so what I realized, what I should do? I should probably kill them right now so they don't run at me.
Orgy.
Yeah, so they don't start going crazy and massacring me. But so once you kill them, you can go inside the old Dunwall Distillery, and you'll see this valve or this kind of steering wheel.
Wheel of Fortune.
What it does is, that's kind of funny. And what it does is, it opens this door, but if you don't blink inside, it'll close fast enough that you can't actually run in there.
And you see this in a lot of pattern in a lot of games. You gotta think fast and use your resources.
There's like that bit of that learning curve, sort of.
Yeah.
So in this, I love looting. I love this about Dishonored. There's so much things you can loot. And so you got spring razors, grenades.
You're just hoarding
cash,
it there.
Literally. And, I see elixirs, more bullets.
And you told me you found a blueprint for the gun.
There you go, exactly. And this blueprint is called the incinerator, and what it is kind of like a grenade launcher. Think of the noob tube in Call of Duty.
Kevin, can I borrow Dishonored today?
Maybe. I gotta do more guides, bro. So, once you're looting around, you'll find some food, and right on top of this locker, there's actually the Distillery key. The reserve key. And once you come back out, you'll realize that actually most of the thugs have become Weepers. And actually, somehow, for some reason, the door was actually open, so I was actually just allowed to go in. And
it's on the couch.
Literally.
So you found the Bone Charm. Where's the remote?
I don't know. Isn't that life's greatest mystery?
Yes.
So the 4th and the 5th bone charm is only obtainable through a side quest, and it's called Unnerving Target. And what this does is when you're fighting against someone who has a gun, they won't be able to. There'll be a certain possibility that they might miss.
Well, I've played a little bit about this game, and to tell you the truth, the guards are already stupid enough to miss.
So this will allow them to miss a bit more.
Yeah.
So once you finish Slackshaw's side quest, which is to find his thug that he apparently cannot find, he'll give you the key to enter this hotel. And in this hotel, there's actually a bone charm chilling right next to a mattress.
So you scratch his back and he scratches yours?
Exactly. Oh, who said that?
It's Elvis Presley.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, yeah, yeah.
So the 5th and last final bone charm is robust, and this allows potions to give you slightly more health. And this is in the Golden Cat, and it's really easy to access if you got through the hotel, like Slackshaw, when Slackshaw gives you the key, and you got the 4th bone charm that way. So you'll probably get there, and you'll realize that the bone charm is through this door, but it's unbreakable, and you have no key. So to get the key, you have to go down. You got to go downstairs, and you'll see that not the maid, but kind of like the lady who...
A nice lady who has a key. You give her a hug.
Actually, this is a lady that is like the prostitute's like master. I don't know.
Well, why'd you kill her?
I didn't kill her. I actually choked her to make her unconscious.
Well, you would have gotten better service.
Well, she's taking a siesta under the table.
All right, fine.
Isn't that normal?
Yeah, that's normal.
So once you go through this unbreakable door with the key, you'll realize that the bone charm is right in front of the fireplace.
Chimney, fireplace. It's a hybrid.
It's the same thing. And actually, since now that we have 10 bone charms, you get a little achievement. Well, of course, if you're playing on Xbox, because Xbox is the best console ever, isn't it?
2 birds, 1 stone. Achievement and bone charms.
So if you liked our videos, don't forget to check out our other videos from Dishonored. And we've been playing Skyrim a lot, and that's where most of our videos are from. And, so if you're a big Skyrim fan, don't forget to check out our other videos as well, because they're really interesting. They're really good.
The guides help you out.
Exactly. So, any final words?
Yeah, no, keep tuning into our channel, because we're going to bring other new, exciting games, possibly Assassin's Creed, so stay tuned.
You're pretty stoked about that, aren't you?
I am very stoked.
All right, guys. You heard it from the man. See you later.